Where God Does Not See, a sci-fi horror short from the collection entitled Cybergothika by E.S. Wynne. To them, you are cattle, worse than cattle. You are nothing. You are a thing to be hated, spat upon, and purged. The walls of the passages are narrow, lean. The boards that frame the mud floor are old, rotting. But the stone and steel beneath the wood keep you moving, sprinting to keep the line moving, to keep the shock nanites from settling. Like a link in a chain you pull, are pulled, and those before you and after you move with the same urgency that you do. Stop too long, and the shock nanites will bridge the gap between you and those around you. Stop too long, and the rolling sweep of a nerve induction current will rip through your body, rip into the whole line, and burn minds into a crimson frenzy. Blood and torn flesh will fly, as those too weak to run are trampled into the mud, left to die in agony. On and on the walls of the passage run, snaking left, coursing right. The only light comes from the collar you wear, the collar every less than around you wears. Bioluminescent neurotoxin bubbles at the edge of a memory plastic plug pressed against your neck, rolls through the fragile tubing of the collar. If the shock doesn't kill you outright, a few seconds of the sustained electric transference rolling through your body will trigger the plug, activate the coils of eager plastic, and guide them into a fierce needle, hungry for the vein at your neck. In seconds it will be over, muscles freezing into paralyzed slabs, mouth filling with mud as you fall to the floor. Feel the feet of those around you trampling you deeper, deeper, each desperate to avoid the shock, desperate to avoid the toxin. On and on you run, an animal hunted and chased. You know there is an end, just as you know that no one who has seen it has lived to tell how far away it is. There is no preparation for this run, for the sprint into oblivion that comes with being caught, with being undesirable. Breath catches in your throat, pounds through your ears like an urgent drumbeat. You push yourself harder, knowing the peril of falling, not knowing the peril of whatever waits at the end of the passageway, not thinking, only moving. The showers hit you like a blast of frozen wind, carve sweaty skin and muscle with enough force to hurl you against the passing wall. The collar around your neck splits open, falls to the floor among countless others, is swept away by the spray. A rough hand reaches you, seizes you, yanks you naked and shivering onto a platform of foam concrete overlooking a vista of dark stone, feeble lights flickering in the distance. Scanning the barcode at the base of your neck is a formality. The machine with the gun and the glove scanner already knows you are a sinner. The passageway is not for believers. The passageway is for those who do not deserve hope. With a cruel hand, the machine shoves you aside like trash, grabs the next sinner, scans the next barcode. Another machine seizes you, pushes you into a narrow tube, hardly notices as you fall to the bottom, land hard against the broken, squirming bodies of others. In the space of a breath, of recognition, in the time it takes for fear to find you, rush through you, another sinner is cast into the tube through the opening far above you, desperate and screaming, fingers chasing the walls to the bottom of the narrow chasm. The pain of impact knocks the air from your lungs, and breath comes scarce as more bodies fall into you, crush you, weigh heavy on your chest, pin your arms, your hands. Like broken worms, the bodies beneath you wail and scream, twist and howl, desperate for air, all as desperate as you are. Darkness closes in, as falling bodies slowly block out the light. And above it all, you hear the subtle clicks of the machines, the hot crackle of the tube sealing itself high above, sealing away air, light, life. The taste of sweat lingers on your desperate, terrified lips as the finality of the sound chills through you, leaves you frightened, desperate. For you, there is no escape. Even if you had been the last to fall, even if you could see the opening of the tube, reach it, there would be nothing but the cold hands of the machine to cast you back again, to break your body with hot bolts of plasma and leave you as another weight upon the mass grave of sinners, a soul gifted with death among those who, buried alive, pine desperately for it.